Do you have a
I'll
few
take a
minutes?
couple more, yeah, I'll
Okay,
take
all right. Okay, go ahead, Peter.
Secretary Kerry, thanks so much. So pledges obviously are important and they are great, but how do we realistically get there without turning the economy on its ear? As best you can, put this in real terms for folks. Does this mean the U.S. has to reach 40% renewable power by 2030, that we have to have 25% of the cars on the roads by 2030 be electric? What does this mean to folks listening to you?
What it means is that we're going to be investing. This is not this is not a throwaway. This is an investment in new ways of getting energy to people that's more efficiently delivered, that's lower cost in the long run, and that it's really going to open up a whole group of employment opportunities that we know that are beginning to be seen in America today. And it's not because the government's directing those things to happen. The marketplace is doing this. You can't build a coal-fired power plant in the United States with a bank funding it, and no individual is going to throw the money down there. Same thing in Europe today. Now starting in other countries. You just heard Korea to say, we're not going to fund any external coal. So there's a transition that the market has undertaken. Well before anybody proposed a program or anything, this is a transition that's taking place. And we've historically always gone through these periods when in America we innovate and we do the R&D and we come up with a new product of some kind or another. You know, I lived and represented for years, privilege of representing communities like Lowell and Lawrence and Brockton and plenty of places, you know, Fall River, that have these huge mills that were, you know, teeming with people working in the early 1900s. And then that changed and it went south in our America, in our country, and then it went abroad. Because that's the transition in economies. And it happened in the Industrial Revolution. It happened in the revolution of technology in the 1990s. And it's going to happen now. We always replace it with a different kind of or some, you know, new opportunity. And I don't think it's going to mean that much dislocation, frankly. It's going to mean some greater opportunity.
What specifically can you probably can't give